At least I keep his eyes in my life. Man, fast forward. Bring this all the way back. To the groove, to the groove, to the groove, to the bride, to the bride. And your sister, who's always by your side. To your yeah.
I think you're a little too invested in this song.
You provide, you provide. Anyways, welcome into episode 44 with a whistle. You know, here we are again. I know y'all missed us.
Game week.
Game week. Hey.
What did you say? The day before?
Come on, you know I'm on the phone with the We're Back department because we're so fucking back. It's game time. We got a full slate. We got games tomorrow. UC versus Nebraska. Nebraska's only a 6.5 point favorite.
Isn't that Friday?
It's tomorrow. I also thought it was Friday. Nebraska
The game is on Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
6.5 point favorite.
That's lightweight foul. But
neutral site at Arrowhead. Against UC though.
Yeah, that's true. And plus, I mean, let's be honest. Dylan's going to probably try to show out in his Idol's stadium.
Idol's very nice way of putting it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
You're a good man. You're a change man. Did you tell me last Tuesday at softball? Growth.
Yeah, there we go.
So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. But before we do that, make sure y'all like the video. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Also, if y'all disagree with anything we say, put it in the comments because if you put it in the group chat, I do not care. I'm not responding to that. Comment it under the video. Thank you. Straight to it. You want me at football last Saturday? Not full slate. Not over here on the,
It's very disgusting.
the side that, won the Revolutionary War.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, literally. Field had no lines.
Yes.
How? How is it raining? Why are you playing somewhere that rains 150 days
I think
out
they
of
should
365?
stop. I think that they should stop playing there.
You know who goes there next year?
No.
Michigan.
Oh.
And guess who we play there?
Well, I mean, this is kind of y'all's game, but who do you guys play there?
Yes.
UCLA?
We play Western Michigan.
That is the most useless.
We play Western Michigan.
That's no point of doing that.
3,000 miles across the ocean. The Irish want some football.
Okay.
They didn't get college game day. That's all.
But they didn't get They didn't get college game day this week.
They got last year.
Well, I'm saying, but they didn't get it last week.
That's what I'm saying. Like they didn't even get college game.
Yeah, but this was even more. This was a ranked game.
No, that's why it's so foul.
Oh, y'all are gonna get
Nothing.
no coverage.
We might be on Big Ten Network.
Maybe.
If we're lucky.
You're hoping. Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
It's probably gonna rain.
It will.
150 days out the year. Johnny, we gotta stop it raining from Ireland next year.
Yes.
I'll work on it.
Thank you. Best weather man in the country right there. But keep on. We alluded to it. Kansas State, Iowa State. Iowa State
It was disgusting.
pulls out a ugly victory.
It was a
Very
disgusting
ugly.
win. Yes.
Like a face only a mother could love.
Yes.
Against Kansas State. Avery Johnson still cannot win the big game. Does this affect your Big 12 title picture at all?
No.
Do you believe in Iowa State any more than you did
No.
a week, 2 weeks
Why
ago?
would I? I saw nothing in there that. I mean, first of all, let's for all the haters from last season, that was all over Will Howard. Oh, they did shit. Why the hell they grab him and they want Avery Johnson? Did you really want Avery Johnson? Or did you want his brothers that was fighting his dad? Which one? Which Johnson? I'm just saying.
Strange is about the Johnsons.
That was a god-awful game.
But we can't put it all on Avery. Motherfuckers was dropping everything. Dylan Edwards, how do you get hurt
On a punt.
before you...
Perfect time.
Oh, you muffed it, now I'm hurt. Walk it off the field, fine. Because keep on, I'm not advocating for this. Before I pose this question, T-Bone. Come on, before you will play a football game, how much Tylenol would you take? Or things to
It's not safe for me to say that.
numb the body so you can, play.
Not safe for me to say that.
Yeah.
And it depends on
the game. Depends on how you're feeling.
Depends on the game. Depends on what stage in my life I was in. Then it also depends on how I was feeling that day.
Kevon, is there any chance in hell that you will let yourself get pulled out of a game that might determine you making the conference championship game?
Oh, no.
So I just can't respect what Dylan Edwards did. Like, bro, I get it's the first game. Get your ass. It might be because it's not legal overseas. A Toradol shot, shoot this thing.
Well, I don't even know what was wrong with him. I mean,
ankle or foot.
Oh, listen, you better go spat that thing up and.
As you walk off the field, perfectly
fine.
Hey,
listen, I'm just saying. 5 to 6 Tylenol might have got the job done.
500 so.
Yes.
Not that 200 shit.
Yeah, no. Not the extreme strength. Not the extra strength, the extreme.
The extreme.
Extreme. Yes. 500. Onlys. Yes.
Let's get there. Hour before the game? Right before we go out for pregame?
Oh, no.
So it's kicked in right in time?
We're taking 3 during meals, like during breakfast, during the pregame meal. Taking 2 more before warm-ups. And if you need to pop one more before the game,
gotta
do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
I've been there, done that. Marion Franklin, buddy.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I was high as a kite.
Hey, man.
What was that? Mount Union? Brother.
See, the thing is,
my kite was not high enough.
That day after, though, boy.
Oh, no, I was fine.
That adrenaline wears off, and you're like, oh.
But you got to make sure.
How the hell did I get a helmet to my arm?
Gotta drink a lot of water. Tons of water. You wake up with, bumps and bruises everywhere.
Yeah, you try to stand up, like, whoa, this feels a little loose.
I remember, who was it? I think, I want to say it was John Carroll. I woke up the next day, and it was like I had a lump on my arm, and I was like, oh.
This is what happened yesterday.
Don't recall that.
I mean, probably went home, had a couple of shots at Everclear.
Did not do that. Did not do that.
You wasn't an Everclear type of man, Kiva?
No, I was not. That was disgusting. It ruined my life.
Shout out to Verante. That's boy.
No shout out to you. Because
that was
foul. Yes.
So let's get into this weekend's games since, Kiva wants to downplay Avery Johnson. He's still going to win the Big 12. It's okay. I believe. AKA Avery Johnson. If you're listening to this,
you
please
still
turn
think
up.
that they're going to win?
Avery Johnson, I have a bet on you right now.
You're sick.
I have a futures bet on you. I need you to lock the fuck in.
He's not locked. He might get benched.
For who?
Locked. Don't know. Shoot.
The next freshman?
I mean, if he can take Will Howard's job, they can obviously replace him with anybody else.
Will Howard, the most overrated quarterback in the house in history.
Yes.
Neither here nor there.
I won't say most overrated. Todd Beckman is pretty much up there.
Todd Beckman's not up there.
He was. Braxton might be up there as well. But we're not going to talk about it.
It's a story for a different day because,
it is.
Boy, we got the.
JT Barrett's up there as well.
JT Barrett did what he had to do. We have some big matchups this weekend. Notre Dame versus Miami this Sunday.
No, skipping straight to Sunday.
Oh, yeah, we'll work our way back. Because I know how you get when you talk about Ohio State. You won't make your call.
Sunday.
After, Clash in Paris, WWE Clash in Paris. Make sure y'all tune in. Peacock, be there, be square.
Or you don't got to.
Fatal 4-way, Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus LA Knight.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Cap, there's some people out there who care.
You don't.
But, Kevon, what are some things? Is there a way? Who do you have winning that game? Let's just put it.
Oh, without a doubt, Notre Dame.
Is there any way for you to think that Miami looks good in the loss?
Yes.
And how is that?
If their defense comes to show, if they show up, I'm not expecting them to go out there and just go 8 on the offensive side of the ball. I think Notre Dame's going to be really good. That defense, Notre Dame's probably going to return the best offensive line in football. Let's be honest. I mean, it's Notre Dame. They came back last year with injuries all over the place, like us. But they had a freshman left tackle, a freshman guard, and the only question was, are you going to be elite or is it just going to be good? They answered the question. They were elite. They went to Texas A&M, and they were moving people.
They were.
And Texas A&M, they got
some bodies.
They got some guys. Especially on that defensive line.
We're from, they say bodies.
Exactly. So, for Miami to sit there and keep it into a game, I mean, you're coming back with one of the best offensive line in football, probably one of the best running backs in football. One of, if not the best. And then you got a quarterback that you believe is going to be better than what you had last year, and that quarterback got you to the national championship game. So, what are we really talking about? I mean, they got some things to replace on defense now. I mean, with Watts and everybody else. But the offense should be turnstile. Let's go. Let's move. Let's move people. Miami, if you can keep it within a reasonable shot, and I mean, hold them to what? You give me 28, 30, 31. I'm looking like, hey, it's better than what last year, because if this was last year, Miami would have dropped. Notre Dame was giving them 50.
So
50.
Question. So let's say, for instance, Jeremiah Love has a field day, which he's very capable
More
of
than
doing.
likely.
And it's CJ Carr shit. You gotta show me. I know you're Michigan royalty's grandson, but you gotta show me something, CJ. If pass game wise, their defense looks good, but they just can't stop the run.
I'll live with that.
Because you're never going to see an O-line as good as Notre Dame's, especially in the ACC.
Not this season, no.
Not in the ACC.
Yeah. No, you won't.
But
You won't.
No.
You won't. The closest thing you'll probably see is Clemson. That'll be the closest thing.
So, do you feel like, so what, hypothetically, I love a hypothetical. What if, call me Justin Herbert.
It's crazy.
So, for instance, it is 24-17.
Oh, I'm locked in. Miami, you're going to the ACC championship.
Don't you think that could be a little bit of placebo because of what I just said? You're one-dimensional.
I mean, you're
to stop. You load the box because I'm living with CJ Carr winning me. CJ Carr, go win the fucking game. It's your first ever start. I mean, you're not playing on the road. You're playing at a neutral
the
site.
Same way that
essentially.
you're saying that, you could also be saying that you don't ever have to load the box this much, and you can play back with two high safeties, and you can be sitting there. Are you going to really have somebody gash you in the run game like how you're going to see Notre Dame do it?
God dang it, did he? He did it. He did it again. If Notre Dame loses,
Oh, buddy.
how far does that pendulum swing
Oh, buddy.
for both sides?
That puts Miami into the conversation of,
Motherfucker, you might be able to do this.
yeah.
this year.
Hey, listen, you might be locked in for a playoff spot off jump, because if Notre Dame loses, they have
They're
no
do
choice.
or die.
Yeah, no, their third game of the season, this
Their
is your playoff.
season's on the line against
season's
Cincinnati
on the
now.
line. Yeah, without a doubt. So this is a pretty much do or die game for Notre Dame. And I think they're going to play like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Miami, I think they're playing with house money right now, only because they can sit there and lose this game and they can still go run the table the rest of the way and then make it to the ACC championship. And depending on how they look, they can probably still make it.
I mean, with a two-loss team, you in the ACC, you damn near get in.
Yeah.
If you let SMU in, because let's be real, if Miami's schedule being Notre Dame, then they go to Bethune-Cookman, shout out to the HBCUs out there, USF, Florida State, Louisville.
That Florida game now. That Florida game, and it's crazy because look, you're saying all these games, their two biggest games are non-conference. So.
And you avoid Clemson in the regular
you can
season.
be going, but are they going to sit there and
you
let a 10-3?
avoid Georgia Tech.
Are you going to let a 10-3 team go into the playoff?
I mean, when all your big games are losses, I find it hard to. But
exactly.
Imagine if they do beat Notre Dame, you're basically like, just don't do no dumb shit. Like, we'll let you drop some.
No, you can drop probably any other game that you want.
Because then that makes a Florida game. Oh, monkeys off our back. We chilling.
Without a doubt. But you also got to think this. If we're going by what I thought that the predictions would be as far as what playoff teams would, that means you would probably be losing to a top 5 team in the nation. Mm-hmm. You'll be losing to another top 3 team in the nation in Clemson in the ACC championship, and you'll be losing to a playoff team in Florida. So
you're showing you can't fuck with the big dog.
No, I'm not. But depending on how it looks.
But if you do beat Notre Dame, you're based, like, I feel like essentially you just have to split the games between Florida and Notre Dame. Like, you don't gotta win both. Yes, winning both would be very nice, but I think we're kind of in an era of I don't think we'll see another undefeated team unless we really seeing a great team.
Yeah.
Because if you go 10-2 and one loss, you go fucking 11-2 and one loss is against Notre Dame / Florida and the other one's the ACC championship game by chance. Or even if you're you drop a random game to, let's say, Florida State. You go to Florida State, they catch you off guard, but you beat Notre Dame and then you win the ACC championship game. I think you're still fighting for a top 4 spot.
Yeah.
Like, so you're an ACC team with 2 losses and one of those wins are over Notre Dame, but you're in a good spot. You have a guy in Carson Beck who he's played in big games before. Like, outside of your name being Alabama, he can hang with you, bro. Like, he can put some paws on you. And if Carson Beck is out there and he's slinging it and he's moving the ball up and down the field, and say, for instance, they lose 31-34. I'm living with that shit. That's a dub.
Yeah.
I know parents out there, I'm not finna an effort award. But fuck, this one deserves an effort award. If this was Avalon, you get the effort award. Get the yellow paper. You don't need the Eagle Award this time around, but hey, you tried.
The Eagle Award was fire.
Pancake breakfast?
Pancake breakfast.
Mr. Ward?
Definitely demon time. Trying to catch it. Yeah. Probably dropped it.
I remember one time Mr. Ward did that and it got stuck in like
on the ceiling?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's probably still up there. The mice were probably very excited. It was like, we eating good.
Walked in today.
Walked in. But keep on. Once you all take your call, I'll take over. I'll try to reserve the Ohio State spot for you.
Well,
or you going to wait till he actually calls?
Yes.
Look at him. Putting the show first. Kind of, sort of, not really.
Not putting the show over my church, but it's okay.
Over the Lord. Amen.
Yeah.
Kevon, you called me a madman.
I did.
You didn't need me to specify which time? You know?
I mean, you're a madman regardless, so.
Guys, Kevon thinks because I make logical sense.
I don't think it's logical. A lot of people don't think it's logical.
Well, people need to think it's logical.
It's not.
Alabama, 14-point favorite.
As they should be. As they motherfucking should be.
Did they cover the spread, Kevon?
I think they do. I mean,
how?
What do you expect?
Who is Ty Simpson?
What do you expect from Florida State?
Castellanos is going to make this a game.
Oh, is he?
He's going to win the game.
Oh.
I do not trust Alabama to go into Florida State.
But you trust a Florida State team that just came off of what? A 1-win season?
That's cool. They bounced it back. Pause.
Brother, they had nowhere else to go.
What did Jalen say? They never said this. They never said this one.
I'm just asking you because if we're being honest, this Alabama defense, we don't expect it to be worse. DeBoer, second year, you know his teams. Second year, that's usually for an elite coach. That means that second year, all right, my scheme is starting to lock in. My teams are starting to understand what I want. My thing is, Ty Simpson, don't F up. I'm just asking you just to cruise. Listen, brother, you get a nice little handoff. You get a nice little screen pass to Ryan Williams right here. You get a nice little screen pass again on the opposite side. Just move the chains. Move the chains. That's it. That's all I want. I'm not asking you to be Superman. You got a Superman out there that's not 18 yet. So.
I thought he's 18 now.
He's not 18 yet.
Yes, he is.
I don't believe he's 18.
I think he turned 18 in February.
I think he turns 18 in February.
I think he's turned 18 in February.
Either way, we got a young man that
is
like that. Pretty good. Pretty effing good. So.
Pretty cool.
Oh, now he's cool. Let's not rewind.
I mean, Michigan had him to 30 yards.
Let's not rewind
Michigan
the tape.
had him to 40
Let's not
40
rewind
yards.
the tape of what you were talking about months ago. This time.
A year ago.
Yeah. Almost a year ago.
Michigan held him.
Right.
Cool.
Right. Of course. Either way,
I mean,
like I said,
your boy got held by Michigan too. So.
I don't think that Florida State is going to threaten you so much that you're going to be out here just acting scary. No, I mean, Bama's defense was bad, but we also saw a Bama team that defeated Georgia as well. Saw a Bama team that had good games. Now, don't get me wrong, they had bad games, but Florida State
Every game was a bad game.
Is Thomas Castellanos not better than DJ Ugule?
Is he? Is he?
Motherfucker, is he?
Is he?
How is he not?
Is he? I'm just saying. We're talking about DJ from last year, or we're talking about DJ period?
DJ from last year. The bar is in hell.
It was. Did anybody else get better? Did anybody else get better? You got a better quarterback, cool. Did anybody else get better? Did that offensive line get better? The receivers, they know how to catch the ball now? The defensive line, do they? The defensive line that everybody swore up and down was the best in the country.
Kevon, how about we make a bet? We made this fun a little bit.
It's okay. Let's hear it.
So, if Alabama doesn't cover the spread, you gotta hold a wall sit until
Cover the spread. You're talking about a 14-point game.
It said that he was going to come. I'll give you 11 and a half.
It should be easy. Give me 9.5.
No.
What do you mean no?
10 and a half. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
All right, Kevon's going to do a wall sit.
take it.
Tell Patrick Troy I say hello. Can you give me a zoom in on the camera, please?
Patrick Troy.
Tell Patrick Troy I say what's up, Patrick Troy?
I'm doing pretty good.
Thank you, Kevon. Oh, look at Kevon hating. He over there hating. No, they don't really hear him. Now we get into the real show. Cooking up with Belch. With T. Belch. Through the whistle with just Ty Belcher. And boy, oh boy, I don't know why everybody, it sounds very like podcast, like, what is it called? Superstitious, I guess. Not superstitious. Conspiracy theory. I don't know why everybody's believing in Alabama. I don't see it. Alabama's not that. They didn't get better at receiver. They had so many cover sacks last year. It's not even funny. If a team like Oklahoma can keep you from scoring, if you can't beat Vanderbilt and then your team gets worse, why would I believe that you would beat Florida State on the road? Tomahawk chop. Like, come on, bruh. Thomas Castellanos, that's a hell of a name. Glad I don't gotta say that on air, because boy, I would mess that up every time. Johnny, is that not a name to be saying? Like, let me see that on the teleprompter.
That's a tough one.
That's a name. That is a name. But, just like he's a name to pronounce, he's going to be a name to know. Because he will end up in New York. They win this game, he will end up in New York as a Heisman finalist. I'm not going to say he's going to win that motherfucker now. Hold on. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. We double micing it. But don't get too ahead of yourself. I ain't saying he's going to win it, but I think Florida State's going to at least make this a game. Because let's be real. Let's look at the track record for Alabama the last several years. USF, the last several years has kept in games with Alabama, even back in the Nick Saban era. Last year, they did the same thing. And let's be real, Alabama was struggling with Wisconsin. So early on in the season, Alabama is very susceptible. And they are prone to looking over people. So Florida State, you punch them in the mouth. Florida State punches Alabama in the mouth a couple times early. And you force Ty Samson, to throw the ball. Boy, oh boy, Florida State money line. I'm calling it right now. What's the odds at? Plus 425, boy, Florida State, put it on your parlay. Okay, don't put it on your parlay. Florida State plus 13.5, put that on your parlay. Remember last year, I was doing pretty good. So we're going to continue with that this year. Also, Clemson versus LSU. I wanted to wait for Kevon for this one because he believes in Clemson. I don't really believe in Clemson this year. And we both feel some type of way about LSU. Garrett Nussmeier is probably one of the most overrated players I've seen. Because Garrett Nussmeier last year, when you take out Mississippi State, when you take out playing against Zanesville High School, like, he wasn't nothing. Like, he's out here playing against Degrassi High, putting up 600 yards, 7 touchdowns. But then when bullets start flying in the SEC, where are you to be found? Outside, like, Alabama, where were you in the Alabama game, bruh? You were at the crib. Ole Miss game, you weren't playing too hot. Where were you, bruh? And I think this is going to continue onto this year as well. I think K. Klubnik is going to show why he's one of, if not the best quarterback in the nation. Okay, I don't think he's the best quarterback in the nation. DJ Lackway is, in my opinion. But, it doesn't help you get the takeoff. But K. Klubnik is still a top 5 quarterback, regardless. No questions asked. And to think that LSU is going to go into Death Valley, the other Death Valley, there's like 15 of them, in the Battle of the Tigers, fuck no. LSU's not winning that game. Clemson's going to go in there, Dabo Swinney's going to give some speech. They're going to get on the bus, do a little loop around the whole stadium, and they're going to handle business. Clemson's going to win this game. The spread of 3.5 is not enough, in my opinion. I think they win by at least 7. When's the last time Brian Kelly's won a season opening game? I'll wait. Crickets, I know, because he hasn't. He hasn't done that at LSU yet. In the last several years, he's played good competition in the first game of the season. Last year, he played USC and fumbled that game. Year before that, played against, who did they play against? They so freaking bad. And I think it was Florida State. They played Florida State a couple years ago, sold that game. Remember, somebody they muffed the punt with like 2 minutes left, and it was this shambles ever since then. They go down, score, misses the extra point. Jaden Daniels, dang. But anyhow, you're not going into Death Valley at night and winning that game. Like LSU, let's be real. That's not for y'all. Garrett Nussmeier, that's not for y'all. But to play devil's advocate like I did for Kevon, boy, oh boy, if Clemson loses this game on Saturday, hot damn, it's going to be hell in the South. Wouldn't be the first time, but it's going to be bad. All that time, you're being too hard on Clemson. You said they don't win the big game, but no one else did, so it's okay. Clemson's going to do it this year. Okay. I would like to see it, as Monique said. Clemson, if you lose this game, I feel like you should be extremely worried, because I don't think that you can. If you can't even beat LSU while you're at the crib, please get the freak serious. If you can't beat Clemson, you can't beat LSU at the crib, Clemson, bro. I don't see how you can win any game, any big game in the playoffs. It will be the same old K. Klubnik. It'll be the same old Dabo Swinney post Trevor Lawrence. You got to win this game. This is a must-win on both sides. Clemson minus 3.5 isn't enough. Give me Clemson by a lot. You know what? You can even take the money line, because the money line is only at minus 175 for Clemson. So whichever one tickles your fancy, you do that. Well, I'll try to kill time until Kevon gets back. We can talk about the best team in America, the national champions for the 2025-2026 season, the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan, as you all know, the hammer's going to come down. The hammer, you got tie, the hammer's on an asterisk tie. Oh, the hammer, they're going to vacate wins. Coach Johnson, for y'all who went to Eastmore, Coach Johnson, I'm going to do a Coach Johnson impression. Belcher, y'all gonna have to win 1,000 wins again. You're gonna get to 1,000 again, because they're gonna start vacating wins. Hey, Coach Johnson, everybody else, where's those vacated wins? Where are those asterisk? Where's that asterisk next to our national championship game? Where is, the hammer at? Because, let me look under the table. I don't see no hammer anywhere around here. Y'all said that oh, you know, the NCAA is gonna put the hammer down on y'all. Ty, what are you gonna do? Okay. $30 million? Okay. To a $1 billion corporation, which is Michigan football. Oh, we're gonna suspend your coach for an extra game. Not this year, but next year. Okay. I'm pretty sure he'll be so sad to not be able to travel to Dublin, Ireland to coach against Western Michigan. I don't think he's worried. Ty, they're going to give y'all a bowl ban. Nah. Nah. And the word, hey, y'all know my wife and kids. Y'all know that, y'all get the reference. But all these things were supposed to happen. These hammers were supposed to come down. All these negative things towards Michigan football were supposed to happen. Bryce Underwood's going to leave once you'll get the bowl ban. Is the bowl ban in the room with us? Is like, what are we talking about here? Like, come on, bro. And all the people who say, oh, you know, having the signals. How do we have the signals? And Ohio State has openly admitted to every time they play against Michigan, they change their signals up. How does that make sense? Like, how do we have your signals for a play that y'all have never used before? Come on, bro. Let's be for real. Don't excuses are the tools of the weak and incompetent, and the people who excel at having excuses and giving excuses seldom excel at anything else in life. So I don't know about y'all. I think the excuses of y'all only beat us because the signs. No, we beat y'all because y'all didn't know how to tackle. Y'all didn't know how to wrap up. We beat y'all because y'all's defensive coordinator didn't know how to, you know, get out of man coverage. We beat y'all in 2022 because your safety, Latham Ransom, didn't know how to take a fucking pursuit angle. Like, what are we talking about? Because y'all's offense was slinging it. T.A. Stroud had over 350 yards. Like, y'all, we only stopped y'all one time in the first half. And that's because Cade Stover dropped a fourth down ball. Like, y'all lost because y'all lost. Y'all lost because of Ohio State. So stop trying to mitigate Michigan beating y'all in 2022 because that's weird. And especially stop trying to mitigate us beating y'all in 2023 because we did that without our coach. We did that without Connor Stalions being on the sideline. We did that, like, with Connor Stalions being removed from the sideline after the second game of the season. And if y'all be saying, oh, you know, he was a part of that team still, where? You're telling me that we wouldn't beat East Carolina without Connor Stalions? We would not beat UNLV? Please be serious, bro. Like, the delusion within y'all's fan bases is insane. Michigan State just alike, but, you know, little brother's going to be little brother at the end of the day. Because Michigan State will always and forever be little brother. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So to pivot that into the game this upcoming Saturday, Bryce Underwood officially named the starter. Jaden Davis named the number 2. I don't think Mikey Keene's I don't think he'll be healthy at any point this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he took a medical rest at some point this year. Because if you miss all the spring, you still aren't, you know, in 11 parts of practice. I'm just going to assume your body's just not there for you, bro. Like, and that's okay. I'd rather him not waste your eligibility, especially when you're not going to start, on just being a backup. I think he would much rather as well be able to take a medical red shirt and play another season, you know, put his best foot forward. You're in a program where Drake May was successful. You're learning from Sharon Moore. You're learning from all these other people going against a Wink Martindale defense that's going to make you a better quarterback in general. So for this weekend, I do believe that, you know, obviously Michigan's going to win. The spread of 34.5, I don't think we cover that. I don't know the last time we covered a 35-point spread at, like, even back when we had JJ and them. It's like Kate, for the younger audience, when people talk about Kate Cunningham high school team. They're like, oh, that's K&M? All right, nah, that's JJ&M over there in that 2023 season. I don't think we covered the 34.5 point spread. I do think the under hits at 49.5. I think we go under that. I think if I had to give a scores prediction, I'd say about 31-0, 31-7. I don't think we want to put much on film heading into Oklahoma because this is a new offense, allegedly. We are throwing the ball more. We are having deeper routes. So not putting that on film is probably optimal. We don't want to give Oklahoma anything to help them because we don't really need much to get out of this New Mexico game. Like, I'm not trying to belittle New Mexico. Obviously, they're an FBS team, but when you're playing against a team like Michigan, it's just not going to happen. So as long as I wouldn't even be mad at Bryce only threw for 175 yards. 175 yards, a touchdown with no interceptions. I'm taking that 9 days out of 10. And twice on Sundays. That's why we got to. Twice on Saturdays too. Twice on both days. Depends on what day of the week it is. That's why we got the 9 out of 10. So that game should be fairly simple, very straightforward for us. Play on NBC at night. The Big House should be rocking. I think we're doing a maze out, if I'm not mistaken. Going to be a part of the biggest football game happening in the world. The biggest collection of people watching a football game anywhere in the world. Because you're not getting 115,000 nowhere else. Like, let's be real. Let's be fucking for real. So Michigan New Mexico plus 34.5. I would take that. Michigan game as a total under if you don't want to take the spread of 34.5. And lastly, I don't think I can delay anymore. Ohio State versus Texas. Kevon can come back in here when he's done talking to Pastor Troy and whatnot and give his opinion on it. But I've been asked at my other job, in the words of Rochelle from A. Rice Chris, my man got 2 jobs. That's me. Got 2 jobs. Shit. So I've been telling a lot of people at the hospital that I work at, I don't think this is going to be a high-scoring game at all. I don't really think that Texas has the firepower to make this a high-scoring game. And I don't think that Julian Sand's going to throw the ball enough for this to be a high-scoring game. I do think Ohio State's going to win. I think Ohio State's going to lean on that interior of their offensive line because, I don't see the point in having a first-year starting quarterback go out there and throw the ball 40 times in his first ever start. Do that? No, I don't believe in that. I know C.J. Stroud did against Minnesota a couple years ago in his first ever career start, but against Texas, you just can't. That's just not going to win you the game. That's not a formula for success. If Jeremiah Smith, I don't see Jeremiah Smith also having a big game. I see him going for less than 50 yards because just like in the playoff game last year, they're going to take that away. Like, that's going to be Texas's main focus. And a lot of the offseason of this fall camp, it was, okay, Jeremiah Smith, you go with Lincoln Kienholz, which I guess should have been a kind of a red herring of sorts because I think Ryan Day subconsciously was trying to get Julian to not only have eyes for Jeremiah, because I don't think he wants to get into a position where it's like the Kyle McCord situation where Kyle McCord essentially only had eyes for Marvin Harrison. Like, it was, all right, I got to get the ball tomorrow. I got to get the ball tomorrow. You got to play within the system. You got to play within rhythm. You got to play on time and on, and accurate and on schedule. Because Carnell Tate can give you 100 yards. Brennan Ennis can get you close to 100 yards. And we all know Jeremiah Smith can too. So there's no need to just force the ball to one person in Jeremiah Smith. So with that being said, as long as Julian Sand doesn't turn the ball over, I see Ohio State winning this game 24-13, something of that nature. Ohio State covers the spread, Ohio State money line, whichever one you like more, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. You know, the end of the day, it's your bet. You're the one putting your money down, putting your money in. But the Brennion, I don't see Arch Manning really having too much success. I understand that Sark did wonders last year against Michigan in week 2. But that was also coupled with the point that, you know, they were getting the ball at the 45-yard line every possession. I don't know what that noise was. Somebody in there yelling. I'm going to get paid to ask those questions, though. But this is a whole different animal. At the end of the day, you still have to be worried about Jeremiah Smith. You still have to account for Jeremiah Smith. No matter what, you're going to look for Jeremiah Smith. And then Arch, no matter where Caleb Downs is, you got to find him. Because let's be real, if Arch Manning does that scrambling stuff, I know I've said it before. I don't know if I said it on the podcast. I know I said it in the Shambles group chat. If Arch Manning tries to scramble and just like refuses to slide, he will not finish the football game on Saturday. I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not saying Ohio State's on the headhunt because I just don't think that that's really a prevalent thing in football like that. But you're going to take a big hit, and you're going to be like, oh, my head is ringing, and that was 3 plays ago. Okay, Caleb Downs, he can actually hit. Oh, Sonny Styles, motherfucker's about, what, 6'7". Like, of course, like, he's going to bring the heat when he's trying to hit you, bro. Like, so all that scrambling around stuff, I don't think it's really going to work for him. And I also don't think the offense is really going to move too much. I know early on I was very high on Texas beating Ohio State. I thought Sarkisian would be able to, design, scheme some things open. But at the end of the day, this is Arch Manning's first start against a living, breathing team. No offense to UL Monroe, Mississippi State, but they weren't Ohio State. At the end of the day, you lose 100 people, you lose 1,000 people. Ohio State's going to be Ohio State. And I doubt that they will ever get to the point where they're as bad as they were in the 2021 and 2022 season. And God forbid they're not as bad as the 2018-2019 season with Dwayne Haskins. The defense is not that bad. So I don't really see an avenue for them to score in. Like, you lost your best 2 receivers. Yes, you get your running backs back, but how much is that going to do against Ohio State's front 7, front 6? Because I feel like it's going to be a lot of nickel. And I'm not going to lie. I literally was just up there today at the stadium, at the shoe. That motherfucker's going to be rocking. It's going to damn near sound almost as loud as the Michigan game did last year, if I'm going to be 100% honest. The buzz around campus is insane right now. The buzz around Columbus in general is insane right now. And I just don't think that Texas is going to be able to overcome that. One of many, many away losses that I think Texas will have this season. And I think the first one does come this Saturday against Ohio State. So with Kevon not being here, I'm going to do a little wrestling segment. Because, I don't really get a chance to do wrestling on here. Through the whistle, through the pin. This Sunday, 2 p.m., Clash in Paris. We have a couple good matches. Not too many. It's not. It's a little bit to be desired. I would prefer that, you get the SmackDown's tag team titles in there, but there's not really a storyline with that. I would prefer that Julia will have a match because she only has one title defense since she's become the United States champion. I would prefer AJ and Dom to have a match, but when you're on, I didn't know that they were doing next Monday Night Raw, the upcoming Monday Night Raw following Clash in Paris, the day after in Paris. So you avoid Dom and AJ just falling to the wayside. You're going to have a great match with Becky and Nikki Bella. I think Becky's at such a point in her career right now that she's a workhorse right now. She She's doing some great character work. She's out here getting booed in the UK. She even talked down on Ireland, her home country of Ireland. So I got Becky Lynch beating Nikki Bella. I have John Cena beating Logan Paul.
Not over here talking about.
Oh no, we are. We are.
WWE match.
And in the fatal four-way, match,
you could have came up here on set and
I think in the fatal four-way match
save the
between
people for this.
Seth freaking Rollins, LA Knight, main event Jey Uso, and CM Punk. I think if I had to be an honest man,
can we get back to football?
I think Jey Uso takes the pin to Seth Rollins.
I'm sorry.
And LA Knight
We should.
and CM Punk kind of start a feud
probably,
stemming from this.
Put a little tag, not a tag, but what are those things that you put in there under the YouTube?
The marker?
The markers. We should put a marker under there so that it can.
LA Knight, yeah.
You can skip this.
No,
This
you don't
should
skip
be
this part.
Yes.
Very important part.
Okay, so I was clearly on the phone with my pastor.
Shout out to Pastor Troy.
What all have you spoken about already?
Clemson LSU.
Clemson
Who do you
LSU.
have?
I got Clemson. Obviously, I got them undefeated. K. Klubnik, I think this is his coming out party. I mean, obviously, he's already been having a good season last year, but I think this is the jump that he might have to get into the Heisman race and be in New York. LSU, I do expect this offense to be on fire coming out. On fire.
If he's anything like CFB 26, they should have
Now-
100 points.
What Nussmeier am I getting? That's really.
We're getting the Garrett Nussmeier that we saw against Alabama?
That's what I want.
Or we're going to see the Garrett Nussmeier, we saw against USC, who was selling down the stretch?
So.
Like, we're going to get Mississippi
I think
State.
Brian Kelly, he's on the verge of the hot seat.
For sure.
I mean, you see your old school go to national championship and you over here still. I mean, you got to the SEC championship first year, but now, all right, brother, we ain't gonna keep on letting you just do whatever now. So I mean, they got a good offense coming back. Obviously, I mean, they're always gonna have a good offense. Probably some solid receivers that we don't know about that's gonna end up turning out. But
If Clemson loses, what's the fallout? Losing the first
I don't think it's
losing a game at home.
I don't think it's a fallout. I think because obviously ACC is the ACC, so you're not really gaining.
Would that make you more shaky on Clemson making it to the national championship game? Because you can't win against LSU, and you're not high on LSU at all. If you can't beat LSU in Death Valley in Clemson,
it will.
Especially
It'll
since
give me a shot to the system.
because, like I said, this Clemson team has never been won a big game.
I think it will make it worse only because I think that knocks them out of being a top 4 team. So that's where the problem lies. That's exactly where the problem lies. Because if you can't sit there and tell me that if Clemson loses this game, and if we're talking about like a coin flip where it's like, some fluke happened or something like that, I can give you that. But if it's like for sure, oh no, they lost this game, there's no way that any SEC team that's in the SEC championship or the winner, the loser or the winner, they can't be above them. Because it's like, we play LSU.
Because that kind of gives you the buffer.
Yeah,
God forbid, let it be Florida. Florida beat the dog shit out of LSU.
What I'm saying. So you can't do it. So that's the fallout, and then that means that Clemson has to go on the road, or not on the road, but through that type of path to the playoff. That national championship is a lot more foggy for me.
So I talked a little bit about the fallout from the Michigan sanctions coming out.
That nobody cared about.
And a slap on the wrist.
Yes.
Who cares? Who cares? And then I talked a little bit about, expectations for Bryce Underwood this weekend.
Whew.
Only 150 yards. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think we put much on film.
I don't think that you guys get to 150. And that's not because I don't think he can.
I just don't think he throws the ball.
I don't think they're going to.
I think we cap out at him throwing
12.
18.
I think 12 is max.
I wouldn't be surprised at 12, yeah.
Because
12 true passing plays excluding bubbles and shit like that, yeah, probably.
I'm putting it max attempts on the stat sheet will probably be 15. That's where I'm leaning. So I can see an 8 for 15 game for 120, 130 yards, and then get him 2 rushes, 2 or 3 runs just to be like, okay, no, he can.
Against your feet with a little bit.
He can move now. So I mean, I think it's going to be pure give the running backs the ball so that we can
Let's get out to this next game.
Yeah, just
Did it cover the 34.5 point
I
spread?
don't think y'all do.
I don't either.
I mean,
we haven't covered a big spread in so many years.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, y'all's offense should be a lot better, but you guys aren't here for that. You guys aren't here to sit there and be like, oh no, see what shiny new toys we got. See how we can
that's
open
not
up the
us.
offense. Especially not when y'all have to go next week into Oklahoma, into Norman, and play at night under the lights against a team that's going to be playing for their coach because he'll be fired if he doesn't win these games.
And I feel like, especially with Bryce, with Mikey King being missing his whole time being at Michigan, which is very weird in my opinion. He'll probably get a medical register at some point. I don't really see them needing we gotta get our chemistry together. I mean, he's been with the one since he walked on the campus, so I don't feel like they need to. All right, we gotta get their chemistry together. Like, no, it's not gonna. And on top of that, like we just said, hand the ball off, 40 rushes attempts.
And I think
How many drives is Michigan actually going to get on offense?
And that's another thing. I think that, truthfully, I think Sherrone Moore is going to sit there and tell Bryce, okay, listen, I know you probably want to show the world what you can do, but we can do that next week.
Yeah, you can do that when I'm going. We can do that against Central Michigan when I'm suspended.
We can do that. We can show the world who you really are. You're the thing that nobody's ever seen as a freshman before. So we're going to show that next week in Norman.
Because what's going to put you on the map more? You throwing for 300 yards against New Mexico, or you throwing for 240 against Oklahoma in the win?
Yeah, that's too much on film.
Yeah.
Now, I will keep my eyes glued to what your receivers do now. I will be looking for that because, I mean.
They might block their ass off.
Yeah, no, and I believe that, but I would like to see, is there separation in these routes? Are there, does Bryce understand concepts of how to defeat a zone? Does he understand, we're not forcing issues, we're not sitting there trying to, because don't get me wrong, there's a way that he can make this look real bad. If he comes out there trying to sling stuff and it's not there, or his throws are just sailing, don't get me wrong, I think he has the arm talent to do whatever throw he wants. Now, accuracy and arm talent two completely different things.
Way different. Shout out to Anthony Richardson.
Your boy.
So they are.
I think that there's a way for him to come in there, throw a couple slants, throw a little flag route. You get one post in there, one fade. We're good. I'm living with that. I don't even. If he completes 7 passes, I'm cool. I'm fine.
Literally. It's business essentially a mulligan game.
And then not even mention y'all's defense is going to come out there and y'all should not let up anything more than 7.
Yeah, I said 31. I say 31-0 or 31-7 maximum.
I think it'll be.
I think this goes very under the 39.5, 49.5.
I can see 31-3, something like that. Maybe a missed snap or something like that off a freshman mistake type of thing, like a wrong mesh or something like that. I'm not too concerned, but you said what, 35?
Yeah, 35 is the spread. 49.5 is the over under.
Don't get me wrong. I can see a world where you guys do cover it. But
it's going to take some defensive touchdowns, though.
But I don't think that Moore is caring enough to try to cover the spread.
Especially when we have, allegedly, a new offense, a whole new scheme. No one's seen us with the offense, so they don't know if we, have a poker face, hey, we bluffing right now.
Yeah.
Or hey, motherfucker, we dead ass. We just don't want to put it on film. So 49.5 is just.
It's a lot.
49, let's be real.
Y'all not dropping 50. Let's be honest.
We haven't dropped 50 in a game, besides Northwestern, in shit ever.
Decades. Yes.
Especially since, bro, get the fuck out the game.
We're just trying to get home.
Let's get Jan Davis in there, call it a day. Let's get.
Now, Jaden might come in there.
Cosdall in there.
He might try to get in there and start.
He's going to go get in there and hand that bitch off. Cosdall, get back there and get to the end zone. And lastly, Kevon, our dessert. If this was BJ's Brewer House, this would be our Pazuki.
But it's in the breakfast time.
Even though this is the breakfast. And those McDonald's smoothies on Saturday, looking forward to them.
I bet.
Might put some creatine in there.
That's crazy.
Games never stop. I forgot I have a hoodie on. I was like, oh. But, Kevon, we both know you have Ohio State winning. What are some things that can make you nervous if Ohio State loses? Let's say Ohio State loses 21-17. What could make you nervous? Like, what are some things that can make you nervous about this? Like a loss in this game.
If I see that, the only thing that will make me nervous is if Sam is gun shy with pressure in his face. That's the only thing that will make me nervous. That's the only thing that will give me Kyle McCord vibes. McCord, if we all remember, had multiple games of him just having grounding penalties for no fucking reason. I mean, I'm not gonna say for no reason, but we're like, come on, like, be for real. Don't take the sack, sit down. I don't care what you do, but come on. I want to ask you this because I want to hear your point of view on this. You have Ohio State winning this game, correct?
24-13, somewhere around that nature.
A lot of people really believe that this game is like very lopsided as far as talent-wise. So I'm going to ask you these set of questions. And you just tell me who you got, Texas or Ohio State. At quarterback, who do you think
Texas.
Okay.
Give me Arch.
Running back.
I really like Peoples. I'm very squeamish about giving someone a nod who's coming off an ACL injury. So I'll take Peoples and CJ.
Okay. Receiver, obviously.
Ohio State.
Tight end.
Ohio State allegedly has the best in the conference.
Okay. Offensive line.
Ohio State by far. And they have a top 5 line.
Now you just went through everything outside of quarterback is Ohio State. So let's turn around to the defense. Defensive line.
I'll probably lean more so Texas on that side. But I don't think it's that big of a gap. Linebackers. So it's also I'm trying to dance around the question, but it's kind of like say what my mindset is. To go against what the opposing team will be, offensive style is, I think Ohio State's linebackers will be better fit. Sonny, a fucking freaking nature. He's better for that type of system. We saw it last year.
Yeah.
So I'll take Ohio State in this type of scenario.
Okay. Corners.
I don't like y'all's corners at all. Can I do a wash?
We can do a wash.
Safeties easily Ohio State.
So my thing is, for everybody that thinks that this game is just easily Texas, it's kind of like weird to me. I lied. You know what? I completely lied.
The boys and
If there is one thing that will concern me,
is it if the defense is exposed?
no. It's the man upstairs. And I'm not talking about God. But I am talking about,
I was like, where are we going with this?
the man that will be in the press box calling plays. Because went to the press conference yesterday for Ryan Day. And someone weirdly asked, do you have the veto power to call plays if you don't like what's being called? And he said flatly, yes. Like, what type of dumb question is that? But it was kind of more leaning like, will you do that? Because, again, we saw what happened last time
With Chip.
with that situation. I mean, he says that, Ryan Day says that he's going to hear all the play calls and he's going to give the confirmation. Okay, okay, go ahead, call it. Blah, blah, blah. So it's that mixed with, I am a fan of Matt Patricia and what he can probably bring, but it's been a long time since he coached a college game. A college, NFL, two completely different games. I don't know if you can throw a college football, NFL game plan into a college football game and think that it's.
So with Wink Martindale last year.
It took him some time. So it's more or less like, okay, we say that we're taking Jim Knowles' system and he's adding his own wrinkles to it, but do you know how to call these plays for a team like that? That will possibly concern me. But if we're holding a Texas team that has the #1 pick and the Heisman winner to just 21 points, I'll take that.
Would you be more concerned or optimistic if this is a barn burner?
Optimistic. Optimistic only because that means I know that Sam can do it. And I know that this defense will get better. Only because, like, if we're sitting there talking about it, this is going to be the front four's, not saying their first games ever because obviously they have all played a lot. But that means they're going to have to get comfortable. What will concern me a little bit is if they can't get pressure. And now these are like, just epic throws, and they're like, okay, they're just coming down with it at this point. Cool. But if we can't get pressure on an offensive line from Texas that has 4 new starters, that's an issue. Slightly. But I'm going to need more Kenyatta, CJ Hicks. I need y'all to show me that.
Yeah, you're mini Micah Parsons.
We'll see.
Or mini
he
Abdul
doesn't
Carter.
start, so it is what it is. Bo Atkinson. I mean, now the defensive tackles, the depth is not there. They can tell me all they want that they have 4 guys that they want to play. I see 2. I'm just being real. I don't know it unless you want to move some of them DNs into tackle. Cool, but I don't see it. They can tell me all they want. I don't believe it. Linebacker, I'm set. I'm cool with that. Corners, I'm fully in faith with these corners because of the simple fact of these are the same corners that went out there and played the second half anyways. Denzel Burke don't know if he was hurt or what was going on in that second half against Texas, but if y'all look on the film, Jermaine Matthews was damn near starting the entire second half. Even Nelson had the 1 penalty, but outside of that, he was fine. And it wasn't like Texas was doing too much, but we also got to sit there and think there could be a thing that Quinn Ewers was not able to push the ball down the field. Now, Archie might try it. I don't know what type of game plan they're going to come in there with because it's like, are we going to sit there and try to expose them, or is he going to sit there and try to wait to see what Matt Patricia's doing? So we'll see. And don't know if you watched Joe Klatt this morning or not.
See, man, I go out there and do a story for the people.
Yeah. But he had Urban Meyer on the show today. And he said probably the greatest, most simplest thing that I could probably ever hear from a coach to a player. And they were talking about like, how do you get him to like really get him in rhythm, get him in the moment, get him to actually get this win? And Urban was like, all I want is 2 first downs. Literally all I want is 2 first downs. I don't want anything else per drive. I want 2 first downs. Because you're not going to be starting on your own side of the 50. I mean, at your 20, at your 10 or anything like that. You start at 25, 30, you get 2 first downs, we at the 50-yard line, buddy. And we can flip field position. Even if we got a punt, I'm cool. Punt the ball, and guess what? They start at their 10. They start at their 5. And we want to play this little field position battle. Just give me 20 yards. Can you give me 20 yards? With the receivers you got, can you give me 20 yards? And I feel like at that point it's like, okay, you give me 20 yards, James Peoples, you give me 7. Give me 8. Brother, you tell me Jeremiah Smith can't get you 20 yards? You tell me Cornell Tate, Brandon Ennis, Max Clare can't get you 20 yards? All it takes is 1.
I said it. I was like, as long as Julian doesn't have just eyes for Marv, I feel like this shouldn't be a problem for y'all.
But the Kyle McCord type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And on top of that, it's like, bro, let's be real. I don't think Texas can win the big game on the road, bro. Like, I get you won at Texas A&M. Cool. Come on, bro. That's not. Let's be like, come on. It's not O State. From what everybody's buzzing around campus, this is going to be damn near as loud as the Michigan game was.
Yeah.
And it's just like.
But, Ty, we also got to put in consideration that just like how you were saying that, Sarkisian is probably thinking the same thing. You played Georgia twice, you lost. You played DeBoer twice, you lost. You played Ryan Day already once, and now you're about to play him back-to-back games. Like this is the same game you played, your last game. Mm-hmm. You don't think he's coming in there like, oh no, I'm doing everything I can to get this win because you got me messed up. You're not about to sit here and tell me that we can't get these wins. I don't want to say that they're coming in there with a revenge factor, but I do think that their coaches are coming in there with the, oh no, y'all got us effed up because we can't. I'm not saying that he's going to be on the hot seat because Sarkisian is doing too well, but it's going to be on some how Ryan Day was like, okay, you're getting all these wins.
Where's the big one? That pause.
Where's our big game at? Yeah, Grant, you got us to the national semifinal. You play Clemson to get there. Don't really care. What are you going to do against these big guys that are sitting there?
At your same level, yeah.
Winning conferences and stuff like that. You still haven't won a conference yet.
So, Gilman, what's your score prediction?
I was leaning 31-17 before. But I've
31 points is a lot of points.
I brought it down. I want to say 26.
Motherfucker, 26?
26 to 26-14.
So y'all kicking 4 field. Wait, that's horrible math.
I think we're going to be kicking a lot of field goals.
Is that 4 field goals?
That's 2 touchdowns.
That is 4 field goals.
2 touchdowns and
4 field goals.
Yes. I think that Julian will be, I won't say gunshot, but he will be like, don't make the mistake. We're not going to sit there and force anything. We're going to make sure. So, I mean, it could be 27. It could be 26. It's one of those two. I believe that will be. But I think that Julian will sit there and be like, don't mess it up. Just make sure that we're in position. We can get this field goal. We can walk away with points. It's going to be a tough battle for Arch to sit there and go up and down the field every time, especially on the road. We'll see. I think Texas will come out on fire, though. I do think that. I think it will. So maybe that 14 turns into 17, but I think that they come out the gate, touchdown, off jump. And then people are going to sit there and be like, oh, shit.
Here we go again.
So, I mean, that's what I believe. I think it'll be Arch coming out on fire. We might get a 3 or no touchdown, and then we're going to just slowly grind out the game.
So have a kicker this year.
I'm not saying we have a kicker at home. That's what I believe. I think we're going to be in.
So we got that last year.
I mean, yeah, but, he got the game-winning field goal, I guess. Not game-winning, but,
Clinching.
So, there you go.
Well, we have a great weekend ahead of us.
We do.
Labor Day Monday. I don't know if we'll be here on Monday.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. It's a holiday. Let's spend time with our families. So Tuesday, he'll have a recap of all this. And some NFL.
Yeah.
With boy.
NFL's here.
Y'all gonna hate me for my NFL pick. But through the whistle, episode 44 is in the books. Y'all enjoy y'all's weekend of college football. Can't wait till I can make this in the trash can.
We're back. That's all I know. He's not.
I made it.
He did not.